Hello everyone, and this is episode 14 of Top Rope. I have another special guest.
Extreme Nick 09.
Yeah, thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate it coming on my show. Okay, first thing I want to discuss is the current matchups for the Extreme Rules. So what's your thoughts on the Brock Lesnar John Cena rivalry?
It's definitely good for business. Anytime WWE can bring in somebody who is as big as Brock Lesnar, it's always going to be very good for business because, they brought in Snooki for 27, they brought in The Rock for 27, and it did good buy rates. Rock versus Cena did good buy rates for 28. So when you bring in somebody who was there a long time ago and they're making a huge return, it's always going to be good for business. So I think it's a good move. I don't really agree with if Cena's going to lose because Cena took the big loss against The Rock. But, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good idea.
I totally agree. And plus, WWE needs this in their company because the last few ratings for Raw just absolutely sucks. I don't know if you agree with this or not.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with the ratings that much, but I heard that they weren't as good as they had been. But WWE definitely needs something to step it up, and Brock Lesnar's a good way to do it. He has a wide variety of viewers from the UFC, so he's definitely the way to get the ratings back up.
That is darn true. Okay, now let's switch gears. Talk about Daniel Bryan, about his current heel thing. But when he says yes, yes, yes. So what's your thoughts on that?
I love it. I was in the crowd at Miami on Raw the night that everybody started chanting yes and started going crazy for it. And I love the Daniel Bryan heel character. That's my favorite Daniel Bryan I've seen since he came to WWE. And I think he's getting over really well. I think that the yes chance can become just as big as the what chance with Stone Cold. And, you can't deny the success it's been having with the fans. So it's a really fun chant. It's really addictive to say. So you can't deny how fast it's growing. So it's definitely a good thing for him to get all that exposure.
Oh yeah. Now speaking of Daniel Bryan, are you gonna pick up the new shirt when he says yes, yes on it?
I was actually going to as soon as it came out, but I don't have enough cash to pick it up now. Whenever I get enough cash, I probably will end up getting it. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Daniel Bryan now, and so I might pick it up. I don't know. It just depends on how money goes, but it's definitely one of the ones I want.
Oh yeah, true. Plus, you have more important things to worry about than buying merchandise from the WWE. Am I correct?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's hard to get money just to spend on a $25 shirt or whatnot. So if the money gets there, I'll definitely buy it. If not, then I'll have to pass on it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of wrestling shirts, don't you think the wrestling shirts, especially WWE, are way too high, especially when they first came out?
Yeah, I don't like, I don't mind paying $20 for certain shirts, but I know the Brock Lesnar shirt just came out and it's like 25 or 26, and those Top Rope shirts they came out with were always really expensive, and they're very expensive. They're hard to get your hands on because they're like at least 20 a pop. So I really wish they would go down a little bit just to make them a little bit more affordable for us.
But they don't. They just care about the oh my dollar. They don't care about the fans. You know what I'm saying?
It seems that, I don't know. It seems that way sometimes.
Yeah. Now, but TNA, they care about the fans because they do a better job on house shows. You know what I'm saying? You can actually go in the ring and handshake, I think Jeff Hardy, or get a picture by Beth Pardish. You got to pay, I think $100. No, scratch it. I'm sorry, viewers. $20. That's not too bad. It's better than paying $100, right?
Yeah, actually, I went to a TNA show recently, and about a few months ago, and I paid $70 for a ticket, 20 more bucks to meet Jeff, and I ended up meeting around, 15 to 16 of their wrestlers that one night. Plus, I got third row at the show for that ticket I bought, and honestly, TNA is the most fan-friendly organization. It's definitely more than WWE. Definitely easy to meet wrestlers that way, and it's a very good deal. So I don't have anything to complain about with the way TNA treats their fans because I think they do a very good job.
Yeah, that's the only thing they got going for them because actually the wrestling kind of sucks. We all know it. It's not that good like it used to when they first debuted. But I think back in '02 or '01. I forgot when TNA debuted. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But yeah, I know what you're saying. The wrestling used to be a better in TNA because I used to watch TNA for their X Division and stuff like that. But now they kind of got watered down a little bit. They're not as good as they were. They do still have matches like the Motor City Machine Guns. They still have great matches. I know Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle had a good one at Lockdown. But it's they're hit or miss. You know, they're either really good or they're just plain suck.
Yep. Okay, now let's switch gears. Now, you know about Evan Bourne, you know, that the major injury. Probably saw a picture on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, now it says, I'm reading online, it says, an update about Evan Bourne recently his foot injury. Evan Bourne says he has no clue when he will be 100% healing. So what's your quick thoughts on that?
I always thought Evan Bourne was great in the ring. He was a great performer, and I think he had a great future in the WWE. But really, I don't care right now because he was messing up his career before that injury. He got suspended 2 times in a row, and maybe the height of his career with the tag team Air Boom, he had a good run with Kofi. But if he's gonna mess up 2 times in a row over drugs, then maybe he does need this break. To get out. I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, and I hope he gets better, gets back as fast as he can, but I really don't care too much about Evan Bourne ever since the suspension.
True. Now, he had another great match with Y2J at Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. Remember that match?
Yeah, I remember that too. He's a really good in-ring worker. He can do great things in the ring. I mean, he's had great moments, like when he got RKO'd during the Shooting Star Press by Randy Orton. I mean, he has great moments, but it seems like near the end, he just didn't care. He got suspended 2 times in a row. So, I don't know.
I think one day he's going to release them, and probably he's going back to ROH, or maybe TNA, or some another company that is not very big than WWE, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I could see him go to TNA, be a part of the X Division, something like that. I think he'd do great in ROH too, and he really probably should go back to one of those because he's not going to ever be world champion or something like that. I mean, I highly doubt it.
That's kind of sad. I mean, I think he has great skills. Of course, WWE is focused on the big guys, or he has great ring skills. You need these days. You have to have great mic skills and also great ring work. You know what I'm saying? That is darn true these days. It has to be,
Yeah, you have to. If you're not one of those 2 things, you're not going to get anywhere in the company. And Bourne, he's way too small, especially for the WWE's liking. And then on top of that, he had good ring work, but it's not up to what Daniel Bryan and CM Punk are pulling off. So he most likely would never have became more than a mid-carder.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. It just makes me so irritated. All these years when I grew up, it was always the big guys. Austin, Taker, Kane, Big Show, Hogan back in the day. I'm just so a little tired of it. I want the small guys to do it. I know Rey Mysterio did it, but that's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Ray only had like a 1-month reign or 2-month reign when he was champion, and then I know he had another one on SmackDown. I think I know he was a world champion again, but they're not letting the little guys show off as much. I know they're kind of breaking away from it because Punk's not that big. Punk's actually a smaller wrestler, and Jericho and guys like that, but they always go for the big guys because who headlined Mania? It was definitely Rock and Cena. Lesnar, Cena headlining Extreme Rules. Punk is still the champion, but he's not getting the mainstream stuff as the rest of the guys are that are a lot bigger than him.
Oh yeah, that is darn true. Now let's switch gears back to TNA. Now I don't know if you heard. Hold on, let me get this ready. About AJ Styles. It says AJ Styles had an interview. It says TNA cannot rely on old style whether TNA can overtake WWE. What's your thoughts on that, Nick?
He said that TNA can overtake WWE?
Cannot.
Oh, yeah, he has a point. I agree with that completely. If AJ, it's good that if AJ was on the interview and he admitted that, then at least they know because they're not going to be able to overtake WWE. they're already making the same mistakes WCW made back in the day, and they're not even as big as WCW was. So, I mean, the chances of TNA taking out WWE are so slim. I mean, something catastrophic would have to happen, like Vince McMahon dying or something, and I still don't think that TNA would even put it in WWE's ratings. So at least AJ knows. At least some of the people in the company know not to shoot that high because they're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, another thing is, another thing that TNA made a mistake was a couple years ago, or one of us was, they was on Monday night, and that was a road to WrestleMania, and that was the biggest mistake that TNA ever done.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that whenever they went head-to-head, and that was really a bad choice. They really just showed how much more, how better WWE was fan-wise, because their ratings were going down, down, down. Like, they just kept dwindling after they went head-to-head with Raw. I think that was one of the worst choices they could have ever made.
Oh, yeah, and plus it was the road to WrestleMania. You never, ever go head-to-head, especially when WrestleMania is coming around the corner. That's very, very stupid.
Exactly. It was a bad business move. I mean, I don't know what Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan and all those other guys over there were thinking, but, I mean, first off, that's the time of the year WWE's getting their highest ratings. And also, you're already messing with a multi-million-dollar company in the first place. It's just a bad business move. They should never have done that.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you think, I know this is never going to happen, do you think, can TNA get their act together and maybe go back to Monday nights down the road, or it's too late for that?
TNA actually has gotten better. I'm not a very avid watcher of TNA, but I do have DVR, and I record it, and I kind of skim through it every week, and it's gotten a lot better, but it's not gotten that good. They're never going to be able to give the WWE the competition level that WCW did back in the day. WCW was beating WWE in the rating. TNA can't even touch WWE in the rating. It doesn't matter how good they get, they're never going to have the fan support that the WWE has.
Oh, yeah, true. Now, it does not matter. I mean, sometimes it matters. If WWE has crappy matches, and now one big thing everybody's focusing is on right now is the Brock Lesnar and John Cena feud. I think that's a great feud, so far, I think, I'm really surprised that Brock Lesnar says, the reason I want you in the match because I'm kind of jealous of you, because when I left the company, you took over my spotlight, you know what I'm saying? That'd be a great feud, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Brock Lesnar is amazing, and the feud, I've enjoyed it a lot so far. I loved the brawl they had on Raw a few weeks back. I loved that. I loved the interview Lesnar had on Raw last week, and I know the contract signing is supposed to be happening this Monday. So, I've loved the feud so far. I think they can go great directions with it. I think Extreme Rules is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a very great match.
Yeah, because I should know, because I'll be alive and live in color with my friend Nick. Not you, my other friend. Now let's switch gears and talk about, I don't know if you heard on the internet, I guess WWE booked 2 matches from Over Limit. Now, I don't know why the hell WWE did that. I think they got way ahead of themselves. What's your thoughts on that? I don't know what's this. I'm not telling the spoilers, but I heard 2 matches they announced already.
I haven't heard what matches they are. I haven't heard anything about them. Do you know what they are?
No. I'm not. I don't know what it is, but it's just 2 big matches. Of course, for the world title, and for the WWE title. But why in the hell you want to book that match so soon? Extreme Rules not even over yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the WWE. I know they need to work a little bit ahead to kind of know what direction to go in, but at the same time, they really need to worry about what's happening now, because I know they have, like I said, I know they have to get a little bit ahead to kind of get to know what to do, but really what they should be worried about is what's happening with Lesnar and Cena right now, and kind of work as you go and see what the fans, if they're liking or not. Because, you never know when they're going to have to make a last-minute change, so they really shouldn't try to put anything in stone right now, so I don't know why they're working so far ahead.
I don't know. I think they're just getting way ahead of themselves. That's the first time I ever heard it. Now, I don't know if that's really true or rumor, because usually a lot of rumor sites on the internet, you know what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah, I have to watch myself a lot of the time. I get online, and there's things that I read, and I'll get excited about them. I'll get pumped, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy's going over to WWE, and then all of a sudden it's a rumor. I get tricked by those a lot.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about, what's your thoughts on like a little rumor. I don't, hopefully it's a rumor that Del Rio was gonna leave the WWE, but I guess he's staying put.
Who?
Del Rio. Oh, Del Rio.
Oh, Del Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard any rumors about it. I know I heard a little bit of something that people have been telling me about that maybe he would have. But like I said, you can't ever believe them. I mean, there's been rumors saying that a lot, like, ton of guys are going to be on their way out. I heard that Mark Henry was supposed to be leaving the company recently. You know, he never left. He's been still on WWE constantly. Rey Mysterio, I've been hearing rumors about him leaving for the past, like, 3 years, and he's still there. So I don't believe any of the rumors until they actually happen.
True. I think this might be Rey Mysterio's last run because we have not seen him since. Shoot, I don't know the last time we saw Rey Mysterio, but it's been a while. Mark Henry, it's time for him to go. He had a great run last year. Taker, he needs to go. We need young guys to step up to play, but for some reason, WWE like to go back in the past and bring back Brock Lesnar, The Rock, and so on. But it don't matter for the younger fans, but old fans is a little irritated. But it's great for business wise. What you said earlier in the video, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, like, bringing back these older guys is great for business because it's going to get older fans, you know, fans that used to watch that kind of quit watching. It's going to make them start watching again. It's going to bring back old people to watching the show, but all these new fans are like, you know, who's Brock Lesnar? Who's The Rock? You know, some people actually don't know who these guys are that are younger. It's good for business to bring these guys back, but at the same time, I think you need to be focusing on guys like Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, I think Dolph Ziggler is like one of the shining, you know, promising stars that WWE has right now, and he's being stuck in that mid-card level, and I think that they should really shine some light on him, you know, let him have some spotlight to actually get to the main event in 2012 or maybe early 2013, besides putting all your focus that you have on these returning guys. Maybe split it up a little bit, you know, still let Ziggler and some of your younger guys have their time to shine as well.
Oh yeah, now speaking of splitting, what's your thoughts on the draft? I mentioned this a while back, WWE should not bring back the draft because we got Super Show on Raw and sometimes on SmackDown. They just wasting their time again.
Yeah, I like the draft, but I like the old draft. The old drafts were amazing, and I really enjoyed them, but now, especially now, I mean, we have Raw Super Shows, so we already have SmackDown guys on Raw. Most of the time, we have Raw guys on SmackDown. You know, a few times in a month, you'll have some of those over on SmackDown. So really, there's not a point to have a draft. I mean, if SmackDown guys are always on Raw, and a few times Raw guys are on SmackDown, what's the point of having a draft? Because it really doesn't matter what brand you're on, because you're going to be wrestling for both anyway. So, you know, I would also consider it sort of a waste of time, even though it is very, you know, it's a very big part of the year, and I do enjoy it somewhat. I still think that this year, especially with the Super Shows, it could be a little bit of a waste of time.
True. Is any pay-per-views are you going besides you went to WrestleMania 29 this year? Any more this year?
If they come around, like last year, I wasn't expecting to go to Hell in a Cell, but I did because it ended up being in New Orleans. I'll just have to check the dates and see where they are and see if I can make it to them. But definitely WrestleMania 29 is on my list of things to go to. I definitely have to make it there for that.
You heard that first, exclusive on Top Rope. Now, we all know that myself and my friend named Governor Football, we'll definitely go in Extreme Rules and also have road trip video footage. Now, what else I want to ask you? Oh, yeah, real quick before I let you go. And any DVDs you want to pick up very soon on DVD version, Nick?
I really want to pick up the ECW DVD that I heard they were coming out with. I don't really remember exactly what the concept was, but I know they've been rumored to have an ECW DVD coming out. I really want them to come out with a few more DVD sets, 3 DVD sets on some different guys that they haven't came out with them yet. Also, the Zack Ryder DVD, I'm going to pick that up. Even though a lot of people hate Zack Ryder, I'm still going to go ahead and pick that $10 DVD up just because I still support him, even though he's been getting lost in the mid-card and he's been losing and jobbing out to a few guys. But definitely going to pick that one up. And, you know, maybe the best of the Clash of the Champions. Oh, yeah, and I'm definitely picking up the, actually in the mail right now, on the way to my house, I have the first 3 WrestleMania anthology box sets.
Wow.
And also, I have I'm going to be purchasing WrestleMania 28 as soon as it hits stores as well.
Yeah, and hopefully this time on WrestleMania 28, hopefully there's no editing or nothing. Hopefully it stays the same. Hopefully WWE does not screw that up.
Yeah, I hope that the show in full. I mean, the show was amazing to be there live. It was a crazy, crazy night. It was an amazing night, and I hope they got all of it on camera. I hope they don't change anything up. I hope it's the exact show that I saw live.
Now, you were there live with Stephen Breach, Freaky Yaya, and Luke Cage. You know your four posses, or is it five? Now they have a little group called the musical group. What's the musical group at WrestleMania 28 this year? What's it called again?
The Clique?
No, not you guys.
Wait, what?
The group.
Oh, what?
The group that the group that from WrestleMania 28. The band. What's the band called? The band.
The Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, hopefully they put that on a DVD or Blu-ray, because if they don't, we all know what happened at WrestleMania 25. Kid Rock wants some money, and WWE says, no thank you. Remember that?
Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly and Flo Rida had amazing performances, and they better put those on there, because I love Machine Gun Kelly. I'm a huge fan of his, and I really would like to see those performances on the DVD to relive them, kind of, you know?
Okay, well, that's all the time I have. You want to say anything else, Nick?
Go follow me on Twitter at ExtremeNick09 and subscribe to me on YouTube, and that's pretty much it, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay, that's about it. And this is your friend, Team Right, and the champ is out here. Thanks for watching episode 14. Later, everyone. Goodbye.